Hey, welcome to another one of my videos. We're going to start seated today, so come down to your mat and find a comfortable seated position. This may well be cross-legged, and if so, that's perfect, that's great. I personally prefer, just closing my cupboard doors there, I personally prefer to sit on a block on my knees, so whichever's okay for you. Just making sure that your root bones are ground into something, whether that is your back of your feet, your legs, the ground, whatever feels more comfortable for you. And I'm going to encourage you to bring your eyes to a close and feel the support that you're being provided with, and that may be from the mat below you, it may be a block. As I said, you might be actually sat on the back of your knees. Be aware of the support that you're feeling around your body, and focus in on the sit bones and where they are rooted into the support underneath you, and seeing if you can extend from those sit bones some length up the spine, all the way up to the top of your head. Taking a couple of deeper breaths than normal here, breathing in through your nose. And on your exhale, as you exhale, I want you to see if you can just squeeze your core a little bit more, helping you expel all the air out of your lungs, enabling you to take another big nourishing inhale in following that. So breathe in through your nose now. Back out through your nose, squeezing in through your core at the end of that exhale. And then in through the nose again. Exhale through the nose, squeezing through the core, exhaling all of the air from your lungs. And then inhale again through your nose, really big nourishing inhale here. Filling up the body. Exhaling again. Squeezing the core at the end of your exhale. And then coming back to your regular breath. If you're happy to blink your eyes back open here, coming back into the room, I'm just going to walk you through the focus of today's video. We're going to be looking at the core, this whole area around the front here and the back, holding up your body, supporting your body, very important area of your body. In yoga terms, you have, in this area, you have your Uddiyana Bandha. So bandhas are locks throughout the body, and today's session, because we're going to be looking at your core area, we're going to be looking also, we're going to be feeling and finding your Uddiyana Bandha. So this is the whole of your core area, but in particular, I want to make a note that it comes up to the area where your diaphragm is, which is why when you're taking an exhale, it's a really nice idea to make sure it's a full exhale. And by squeezing the core, squeezing this area here at the end of your exhales, enables you to empty your lungs just that little bit more, and that gives you the ability to take a lovely, full, refreshing breath in afterwards. So just be aware of your breath throughout today's session, and think also about your exhales in particular, and perhaps really squeezing your core at the end of your exhales. So we'll just start with a little bit more breath and some movement. And all we'll do first off is we'll do some cat-cows in our seated position. So hands can go, if you're cross-legged, hands can go on your thighs. They may reach out to your knees. If you're down on your knees like I am, same again. Place hands out on your thighs in front of you. I'm going to do these seated cat-cows now. So on our inhale, we are going to breathe, and we're going to breathe as far down the body as we can. So take in as much breath as you can, not only filling up those lungs, but seeing if you can reach the breath all the way into expanding the belly. We will bring forward the belly, and our back will, I wonder if it may be a better idea if I sit sideways here, and our back will come into our cow position. As we inhale, we're going to really fill up the lungs. We're going to breathe really deeply into our belly, really opening everything up. And we're going to be opening up the shoulder, opening up the chest, drawing the shoulder blades together behind you. And this is your cow position. And then we'll exhale into our cat position by dropping our chin to our chest, rolling back, rolling the shoulders, emptying out all the lungs, squeezing into the core here. And then we'll take an inhale to come back up. So if you haven't already joined us, let's do this all together. So what we'll do first is we'll take a really big inhale, just to find length in the body initially. So hands, as I said, on your thighs in front of you. Take a really big inhale now. And on your exhale, drop your chin down to your chest. Roll the shoulders. Keep exhaling, squeeze the core here. And then as you start to inhale, come back to an upright position. Open up the chest, breathe into your belly too, round the back, knit those shoulder blades together, and then exhale, dropping the chin to the chest, rolling the back. Keep exhaling, squeeze the core at the end of your exhale, and then inhale back to an upright position, breathing into the chest. Breathing into the belly, knitting the shoulders together behind you, into your cow position. And one more cat. So roll the chin into the chest. Exhale as you roll the back out. Squeeze the core at the end. Inhale, just come to your neutral position. Lovely. So I'm going to come back and face the other way now. You've seen my back enough, and you can stay in whichever position you are here, and we'll just do some gentle seated twists here. So again, when we inhale, we'll really inhale, trying to find length in the body, and as we exhale, we're going to move for the whole of our exhale. So this is a very slow process again, and our twists are going to start from the base of our spine. And the last thing to turn around will be eyes. So it'll be head, eyes, and then your gaze will be the last thing to turn around behind you. So inhale here, find that length. And on your exhale, take your left hand over to right leg and exhale from twisting from the bottom of your spine. Chest will then rotate, then your head and your gaze to the very back. And then release back to the front. Lovely. So let's do this on the other side. Inhale here. Exhale, right hand to left side. Very slowly from the base of the spine. Exhaling. Gaze will be the last to turn behind you. And then inhale back to center. One more inhale here. Find the length in the back. Exhaling round to your right side, so left hand to right leg. Exhale all the way back. Now this time we're going to inhale, finding length at the same time. And then we're going to exhale, right hand to left leg, round to your left side. Squeeze the core at the end. Inhale back up. Once more over to your right side. Exhaling as we go round. Squeeze the core at the end. Inhale, find length in the body. Exhale back over to your left side. Twist round to behind you. Squeeze the core at the end. Inhale back to center. Lovely. Okay, so let's just open up the sides of the body here. Hands either side of the body. And we'll inhale, taking our left hand up as high as you can, finding that height, finding that length. Exhale, fold over to your right side, really opening up the left side of the body here. Inhale back up, find that height, find that length. Exhale, bring the hands back down to the mat. Inhale the right hand up, high and as far as you can. Exhale over to your left side, opening the right side of the body here. Inhale, find that height, find that length again. Exhale, back down to the mat. Then with your left, inhaling the left arm up. Exhaling over the top of the head. Inhale, find that height, find that length as you then exhale the hand down. Inhale the right arm up. Exhale over your head. Inhale for height again. Exhale back down to the mat. One more time on the left. Inhale the left arm up. Exhale over, opening the left side of the body. Inhale back up. Exhale back down to the mat. Last one here on the right hand side. Inhale the right arm up as high as you can. And then exhale, opening the right side of the body. Inhale up and exhale back down here. Lovely. If you are sat on a block, you can remove it now. And we are going to come to the front of the mat. We can come to our hands and knees at the front of the mat. My legs definitely need a bit of a stretch here. So just in your tabletop, because I've been sat on my knees here, I'm not sure how the rest of your legs are feeling. We're just going to take our left leg just to the back of the mat. So keeping left toe on the mat, sort of tuck your left toe and then find some length in the back of your leg here, really opening it back up, encouraging left heel to the wall behind you. Exhale, bring that knee back down. We'll do the same with the right one here as well. Bearing in mind we're looking at cores or feeling our cores, so just think about what the center of your body is doing while we're still doing all of this, and perhaps just bringing awareness to it. No change at the moment. So we're going to tuck our right toe and then we're going to extend our right heel, just opening up the back of the leg there. Feeling the stretch along the back of the leg, encouraging the heel to the back wall behind you. And then exhaling that leg back down. So coming into our first down dog, we're going to tuck both of our toes here. And we're going to come bottom back towards heel. And then bottom up to the sky. And again, with both heels this time, encourage both heels to the wall behind you. Think about your core. You might want to pedal your knees out here. Just think where your core is. And see if you can give it a bit of a squeeze on every exhale. And then very gently, we're going to bend our knees and we're going to walk step by step up to the top of our mat into a forward fold. Let head hang forwards here, and then we'll inhale as we bend knees, and we're just going to come up vertebrae by vertebrae as you inhale all the way up to standing. Head will be the last thing to raise. Give your shoulders a bit of a shake at the top. Lovely. Okay, so we're going to run through the sun salutation. We're going to take some slow holds, really breathing into our core, finding our core, engaging our core throughout this sun salutation. So come to the top of your mat, feet hip width apart, find your Tadasana, find height coming from the arches of your feet and strength all the way up the legs, through the body, hands facing forwards, encouraging that chest to open out, ears over the top of your shoulders. Big breath in, big breath out. On our inhale, we're going to raise those arms, find that height. Exhale, forwards fold, hinge at the hips, let head hang down here. Inhale, hands onto shins or thighs, find your half lift. Exhale, hands down to the mat, left foot back, followed by right foot into your plank. So, here is your plank. If you want to come down to forearm plank, if that's for you, that's great. For those that want to stay up, keep breathing. Recognize where your core is, the muscles all around your back and around the abdominal area too. Think about your Uddiyana Bandha and squeeze your Uddiyana Bandha, your core, for as long as you can, but especially on your exhales. So from here, we are going to come down onto our knees, untuck toes, and exhale down to the mat. Knit those shoulder blades together, knit the elbows towards the body, and we'll inhale just to a baby back bend, squeezing the core to support your lower back. Exhale back down to the mat. Tuck toes, we're coming into down dog, so press into hands, come back through child's pose, lift bottom into the air and into your down dog again. Recognizing where your core is, giving it a squeeze, finding your Uddiyana Bandha, really engaging that area. And then we're going to bend the knees. We're going to take left foot to the front of the mat, followed by the right into your forward fold, head hanging down. Inhale, arms all the way up. Exhale, hands to heart center. Beautiful. Ready for the next side. Inhale, hands up. Exhale, forward fold, hinging at the hips here. Head hanging low. Inhale to your half lift, finding length through the back. Exhale, hands down to the mat, back with the right leg this time, followed by left into your core, into your plank, finding your core. If you want to come down onto your elbows, if that's for you, I'm going to take 3 really big breaths here. Squeezing the core, especially on the exhales. One more inhale, and on your exhale, drop knees to the mat, untuck toes, come down on your exhale, tuck elbows, shoulders into body, inhale to your back bend, squeeze the core here. Exhale back down to the mat, into down dog, tucking toes, pressing into hands, bottom back and up, heels encouraged to the back, finding your down dog again, squeezing that core, engage that Uddiyana Bandha, especially on your exhales, full exhales. And we're we're going to bend the knees and we're going to come forwards with the right foot this time, followed by the left into your forward fold. And then we'll inhale all the way back up, hands touching. Exhaling, hands down to heart center, eyes closed just for a few moments. Feel the heat. Feel the movement that you've just created in the body. Feel the heart. Lovely. So blink those eyes open. A few additions to this sun salutation now. So standing in your Tadasana at the top of the mat. Hands facing forwards. Big inhale here. Big exhale. Inhale, lift those hands. Exhale, forward fold, hinging at the hips. Inhale to your half lift, length in the back. Exhale, hands down to the mat. Left foot down, followed by right foot into your plank again. So, side plank. If you want to come down to your elbows, that's absolutely fine. We're going to be dropping over to our right side first. So we're going to bend. Our legs, our feet at the end of the mat, and we're going to then take our left hand all the way up to the ceiling, squeezing your core. Big breaths here. Engage your Uddiyana Bandha on your exhale. One more big breath. Exhale your left hand back down. Come back into your plank. Exhale, knees to the ground. Down to your mat. Inhale, back bend. Squeeze your core again. Look after your lower back. Exhale, back down to the mat. Tuck toes, we're coming into our down dog. Pressing into hands. Encouraging those heels to the back of the room. Now, we're coming up with our left foot here into three-legged dog. So inhale the leg as high as you can. And then we're going to take our left knee to our left elbow. So exhale, squeeze your core as you get there. And back into your three-legged dog. Big inhale here. Exhale, knee to left elbow. And back into your three-legged dog. One more time. Exhale, knee to left elbow. And back to three-legged dog. Well done. Bring your left leg down here. And then we're going to take a bounce in the knees, and we're going to bring left foot up to the top of the mat, followed by the right. Hang down into your forward fold. Inhale, arms up. Exhale, hands to heart center. Straight round to the other side, okay? So, in your Tadasana, inhale up. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale to your half lift. Exhale, hands down to the mat, left foot back, followed by right foot into your plank here. Okay, remembering where your core is. So coming down to your left, or so both elbows if you wish. We're going to be coming over to our left side, dropping feet onto the side on the mat, and then we'll inhale, right arm up to the top. Squeezing your Uddiyana Bandha, finding your core, especially on your exhales. One more inhale here. Exhale, hand down to the mat, back into your plank. One more inhale as we then bring knees down. Exhale down to the mat, into your back bend. Squeeze your core. Exhale back down. Into down dog, tucking toes, pressure into hands, bottom back, up to the sky, heels to the back of the room. This time we're coming up with our our right leg. So our right foot is going to inhale up, and then we're going to exhale, right knee to right elbow. Inhale up. Exhale, knee to elbow. Inhale up. Exhale, knee to elbow. One more inhale up. Bringing right foot back to your down dog. Bending knees. Bringing your right foot to top of mat. Follow through with your left foot into your forward fold. And then inhale all the way up. Exhale, eyes closed as you bring your hands to heart center. Hope you're nice and warm now. Continue those big breaths. Beautiful. All right then. So, blinking eyes open. We're just going to come back down to the mat here. We're going to inhale our hands up all together. So inhaling the hands up, exhaling forward fold here, just the forward fold. Let's take left or right foot back into our down dog. And then we're going to just drop knees. If you're capable of just crossing your legs and rolling over onto your bottom, fantastic. If not, meet us in a seated position on your mat. We're going to have legs out in front of us for a moment in our staff pose. And we're going to just do a few experiments, play around with our boat pose here. So we will bring our knees up, feet to the mat. Now find your sit bones here, find your sit bones. You need to be very aware of where your sit bones are. If you need to sit on a block to find your sit bones, that's also definitely an option. You need to have your block directly underneath your sit bones. If you're quite happy on the mat, that's brilliant, but make sure those sit bones are constantly rooted into the mat behind you. Find length in your back here, and we're going to take a really big inhale, finding length in your back. And as you exhale, we're going to drop back, and we're going to pick up left foot and hold it in front of us and just drop our left foot back down. We're then going to take right foot up in front of us and drop our right foot down. Has your lower back bent out at all? If it has, bring yourself back in and find those sit bones. Okay, if you need to hold on to your knees, that's okay. Keep the back as straight as you can though. Keep that length all the way along your back, encouraging those sit bones to root in. So we're going to come back a little bit. Those that can let go of their hands can place them directly, sort of parallel, facing each other in front of them. And this time we're going to bring both legs up. They can come an inch off the floor, they can come a foot off the floor, or if you want, you can bring them parallel with the floor. If you really want, you can have them full length, but that's not for me today or any other day. So encourage that length in the back. Keep breathing. Your core will be telling you where it is at the moment. Squeeze your core on your exhales. One more big inhale here as we then drop the feet back down and come back in to a seated position. Body a bit of a wiggle here. I'm going to try that one more time with 3 big breaths at the top, or 2 or 1, whatever works for you. Okay, so we'll let go of knees, we'll root those sit bones into the mat again, and we'll exhale, bringing the body back a bit. As we then lift the feet up, whatever height works for you. Big inhale, full exhale. Big inhale, full exhale. One more inhale here. And on your exhale, we're coming backwards. We're coming backwards as slow as you can. I'm shaking. Ooh. And exhale back down to the mat. Well done. Oh, there we go. Great work. So I'm just going to bring myself back onto my mat. Okay, so just bring your feet up and we're going to hug our knees here. Give your knees a really big hug, perhaps a rock along the bottom of the bottom part of your spine, your lower back. Great. And then from here, we're going to take left foot to left side of mat. Our body is going to move over to the right side of the mat. And then we're going to cross our ankles. So right leg over left leg. And then we're going to take hold of our right wrist with our left hand. And we'll bring that over to the left side of the body here. Sorry, the mat here as well. We're just opening up the whole of the right side of the body here, all the way from ankles up past hips, through the core that we've just been working out, underneath our shoulders, and through our arms. Let's take another big inhale here, and a full exhale. And then come back to neutral. We're then going to wobble our bodies over to the left side of our mat. Our right foot is going to the right side of the mat, and our left ankle is going to go over the top of our right ankle. We'll take hold of our left wrist with our right hand and pull that over to the right side of the mat here. Again, opening up the left side of the body this time. All the way from ankles up through hips, side of the core, the shoulders, and through the arms. Take a really big inhale here, and a full exhale. And then we'll come back to neutral. You might want to just windscreen wiper those legs from side to side before we come into our Shavasana. Taking legs back down, ankles reaching out or heels reaching out to the left and right corners of the mat below you. I'm partly off my mat. No, I'm just about on it. Perhaps having hands facing upwards, allowing those shoulders to really drop back into the mat behind you. Closing off the eyes, if we've still got those open. Feeling that support on our hips from the mat. The upper part of our backs, and perhaps just allowing a little bit more softness to our core here, letting the lower part of our back just drop down a little bit further into the mat behind us, letting belly button just melt into the body there. Bringing your attention to your shoulders. Are they as soft as they can be? Bringing some looseness to them on each of your exhales, letting those melt down into the mat behind you. Maybe bringing your attention back to your breath here, keeping eyes closed, and inviting the smallest of movement into fingertips and your toes, extending that into hands and wrists, feet and ankles, legs and arms. Taking a full body stretch if that's for you, arms above the head. Perhaps giving those knees a hug, bringing knees into chest. If you're able to keep the eyes closed as we roll over onto one side, just pausing one moment before we then come up into a seated position on your mat. Inhaling your hands up to your heart center, palms together. Exhaling, chin down to chest. Taking a really big breath in through the nose here. Exhaling through the nose, squeezing the core at the end of your exhale. Empty those lungs. And then a full inhale through the nose, nourishing the body again. And back to your regular breathing. Blinking the eyes open here and coming back into the room. Thank you very much for practicing with me again and finding your core. I hope you have a lovely day. Namaste.